This is serious stuff right now. I'm telling you, man. I am making a video message to none other than the great Ziggy Marley. You know, and we're gonna start with serious people. See, this is Imperial Majesty right here. So you know it's a big message. Anyway, greetings, hail Ziggy. One love Rastafari. So now I'm gonna sing the a song. Tell me if you recognize this one. Power. Tomorrow, people, where is your past? Tomorrow, people, how long will you last? Tomorrow, people, where is your past? Tomorrow, people, how long will you last? Today you say you day are. Tomorrow say you're gone. If there's no love in your heart, there will never be hope for you. Oh no. Tomorrow, people, where is your past? Tomorrow, people, how long will you last? Tomorrow, tomorrow, people. Tomorrow, people. Don't know your past, don't know your future. Don't know your past, don't know your future. You know that song? Hey, Ites, I've been listening to you from ever since, and it's all gone in. All of it, you know? Album after album, waiting on the albums. When is the next Ziggy Marley coming out? You know, from Conscious Party to One Bright Day, right through. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, everything, man. Joy and Blues, all of them, man. Falling is Babylon, you know. Let's not waste time. I'm here on serious business. And it is very serious business. You're the son of Bob Marley, and we love Bob Marley. Love him, really love him. And you know, don't have the words to express. And it's just, sometimes it takes a while before you begin to realize what's coming, like what it is about, the reality of it, you know. And sometimes the closer you get to the truth, the more amazing it gets, you know. It's like the package that was sold, it was cool, it was great, but it kind of like was, for us, not for you, for us it was like distant. So it was, you could deal with it because it was a distant. But as you come closer and closer to the story of the music and everything, it just kind of like said, wow. I mean, imagine if you meet this person, you meet him in person, like it'd be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, learning many things, spiritually evolved, very clear, and amazingly, the thing is, the interviews in this last, have you seen that that magazine with your father's interview of the whole story? The interviews from New Musical Express and Melody Maker and whoever, all the different journalists, you know, the gap between the understanding of what Bob knew and the journalists, it's so painful, you know, because you can see that no, the man's going through something. The man is going through something that is very clear. The man is going through, at times the man doesn't really understand the scope of it, so you can't expect anything from him. You just got to trust in Jah and say what he's got to say. And then these other people who don't have faith, you know, they just have their way of interpreting it, and you're just thinking, yeah, poor Bob. Anyway, that's how Jah works, and it's all for future generations and all of that. So, you know, so we talked a little about your father and everything. Let me just get to the point. This is the Reggae Dollar. This is my thing, right? It's also called African Renaissance. I'm just gonna keep it there so that the focus, and it's got my image on it. You see? So this is a fundraising tool, and I've been using it for all my missions, my projects, which by the way, whenever I'm doing my stuff, I'm listening to your music. You know, your music is the soundtrack of my activities on the ground. You know, so I know, I mean, I listen, dude. In obscurity or fame, you know, ever looking for something, you know, we're all struggling to make a change in obscurity or fame. Those words, they go right through. Right. Choose well, make sure you don't lose. Cause if for money you put down, there's only money you could lose. The latest album is really good. Start It Up. That's my song. That's my song. That's me. That's me, dude. That's me. Start it up. And that's it. I'm starting it up. Be the revolution. I am the evolution and the revolution. That is me. You know. So the first time I saw you was in 1987. Yeah, I was 17. You were 19. It was at Midfunes Festival here in Denmark. You know, it was like, oh, Ziggy Marley is coming. And we went there. And I managed to get backstage because they thought I was part of the band. And I managed to get an autograph from you on the back of my denim jacket. I don't know if you remember this. But that was just after I found Rastafari, or Rastafari found I. And I left school to go play music on the street because I wanted to sing redemption songs and help Bob sing redemption songs. So I went to London from Denmark not knowing nobody, and I was living on the streets, but I was out there singing Rastafari all the time. And I just grew strong in the faith. And somebody stole the jacket. Yeah, it had your autograph on it. Somebody stole it. You know, that jacket that jacket would go for a long time without getting washed because I didn't want to lose the autograph, you know. Ziggy Marley, Jah live is what it says. Ziggy Marley, Jah live. I'm my brethren. Yeah. So that was like the beginning of the mission, way back. So I caught up with you again many years later. So that was in 1987, right? And then in 2000, you came to Roskilde, and I came and I interviewed you, and the interview is online. And we spoke about Africa, a little bit about your family, but mainly the focus was on Africa and was on Urge. What I wanted to know was more about Urge, and anybody who listens to that interview will know that that's what we spoke about. But anyway, what you said in that interview was that you said if only we had the people with the love to do the leadership work in Africa. You know, I heard that, but I didn't realize that would end up being one of those people, like with the love. I did not realize we're going to end up doing a lot of leadership work, and that is what we're doing right now. But what I'm finding all the time is that fundraising and money is always a problem. So I came up with this as a fundraising tool, basically, you see. And people can order it online, and we send it to them in the post, in the mail, right? And it only costs $8 or $2 basically. Sorry, $2, £2, €2. That's what this costs. But it won't be looking like this when people get it. It looks slightly rougher because it'll be printed on recycled paper. Recycled paper, recycled by women, African women. And that is why it can only come by post, because the women will have a job. It'll also create a little more funds coming through in the post service in Malawi. Now I told you where we're going to be. We're going to mainly be in a town called Cape Maclear in Malawi. And that's where the organization HEED is based. HEEED. HEED. That stands for Health, Education, Environment, and Economic Development. Okay, so one of the people who is connected to HEED is the Professor Kenneth McKay from the United States, who has been studying the fish in Lake Malawi and has been one of the main people behind the campaign to make Malawi into a UNESCO heritage territory, you know, a declared heritage UNESCO biosphere, you see. And that is our biggest argument against oil companies that want to drill for oil in Lake Malawi. You can imagine what an oil spill would do in a landlocked lake like Lake Malawi. If you remember the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, how long that took to clear up, so you can imagine a lake, you know, and there's no outlet in the lake. And even if it wasn't an oil spill, just the day-to-day drilling and the oil that would come out of that would destroy our home. Now that's my home. So my people, my family, the Chiozos, we've had our home there for the last 800 years. Originally we come from Nigeria. We came as slaves. The Arabs brought us there and put us on an island, Chilwa, by Chilwa, Lake Chilwa, and then so therefore we got the name. Lake Chilwa is further down in Mangochi, where the Arabs used to operate and keep slaves. So we coming from there as slaves, they give us the name of the lake that they kept us on an island there, and so our clan is called Chirwa, you know, and one of the sub clans is called the Chiozos. That's my family. So I come from a royal family, and before I used my name Chiozo as an artist, but I stopped. I only use it in connection with this type of work, you know, leadership work, taking care of our people from a village point of view, because I must look out for my village. So this genuinely is an African chief looking out for the livelihood and means of livelihood of my people who have been living around the lake for 700 years. My history, I don't want to talk about my history right now. You can check it out, you know, we can meet up and smoke a spliff or whatever, and, you know, and get a little further about that. But this idea you need to get through and check it now. This is my image. Now imagine if Tough Gong was on it, you know, if Nesta was on this, how much people would order it? Or imagine if you just told your fans in America, say, order a Reggae Dollar from Malawi. You know how many millions of dollars that would be? You know, millions of dollars that people would order it because they know that the work we were doing on the ground is good, and you endorse it and you tell your fans, and within a short time the people pay for it and we send it to them, you know. That's a lot of money for so many things that we know we need money for. We need a lot of cash to release a lot of the potential that a lot of people have, even for the young and up-and-coming artists within reggae music, even just to get artists to get paid properly for making reggae music, so they keep playing reggae music. You know, you got artists like Jarrain in Jamaica who just say that, look, we're not getting paid, so he's trying to branch out to different genres and stuff like that. Well, you know, money answers many questions, you know, we know that. So if you and your brothers would tell people to order the Reggae Dollar, that'd be cool. If you wanted to do the same thing, totally independent of myself, and have the image of your father in it, that'd be cool. You know, I know he would be very happy to receive whatever money you as Marleys would make, and they'd be very happy to collaborate with you on the ground in Cape Maclear. We'd love to have you in Cape Maclear and Monkey Bay and Mangochi. You know, we even want to start a football club there, you know, football, what do you call it, tournament in the name of your father. You know, it's called the Tough Gong, the Gong Trophy, you know. Yeah, well, we got to ask for permission, and that's what I'm doing. Please, can we start the Gong Trophy in Malawi? Ziggy, please. Yeah, and I think I've said enough. You got the point, right? You got the drift, right? Of course you have. So what you do is you would pose with this. Yay, I'm Ziggy Marley, and I want you people to order the Reggae Dollar, and then you send the selfie to the Reggae Dollar Global, because check it, that's where it goes. Reggae Dollar Global, Walk the Talk Global, Cool Mum Records, that's where I have my music, you know. And then this goes into I've showed people already, but I'm gonna show you. I'll put this into this cones, and it's like a spliff, you see. So this is when I go fundraise on the streets. I go with my acoustic and sing some of your songs, your dad's songs, my own songs, you know, and then make fun with this, and then people buy this one for about $1, and then they can go online and do the exact same thing that I asked you to do. So it's widespread. The campaign has begun. You have to be part of it, you know. Start it up, be the revolution, we the evolution.